trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Next to mortars, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north till the voice get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day come calling. If I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lean. I gallivant with
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Denver. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing him out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. He's 29, by the way. And he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Nix holds on to it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. Not quite good enough for a first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. All set now. 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the counter, it's Hampton. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
47-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's out the clear. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos break the tie here in the first. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chargers 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here is Davis to return it. And he stopped on the run back of the 27.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It's textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He finds the rookie from Mississippi State, complete. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, Herbert hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. By the pylon. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Hampton has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoop song. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Complete on the option. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Mims. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop.
Up to the races, middle of the field. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catches this season. Look at this. He's sitting 2nd right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards. Throwing on first is Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and Surprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Third and long for Nix. Shoves him off. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now for Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Escapes trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Now at midfield after that loss, here's second and long. Here's the backup, first throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Let's go now. Blue, yellow, 43, ready?
To the air, Lance. Quick slant, here's McConkey. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Well, if early results hold here today, partner, it would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm. But this game lines up well against this defense who right now has got no answers for his game.
Herbert on first down. Brought in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there and netted some positive yards.
Now Herbert again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Slightly lost there defensively.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Down. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers face a 4-point deficit. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
Chargers 21.
Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Broncos on top here at Mile High. Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Nix now to throw. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chargers are going to opt for a 50B, 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now Nix on 3rd down. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one complete to Pitts. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Lance. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second. And it sets up 2nd down. Looking to throw Lance. Complete here to Hinton. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Lance. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Going for the back of the end zone. It is knocked away. A shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
He's got Hampton underneath. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lance. Connection made to Shaheed. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Saints in the NFC South. And here's the
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. With some trickery here on the return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance now. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Harvey now to return it. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down. Running it again with Dobbins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. But I just showed you I could do yours.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? It sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nix trying to sneak it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
It's a jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Waddle now in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time He's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Lance. Finds his back complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun give to Hampton. He has room past the 25. He finds space, middle of the field. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a third quarter lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Harvey now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts with an option right side. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Carry here for Dobbins. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play. And as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Water makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Denver.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's a give here for Dobbins. On the move, past the 40. Into the red zone. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
Broncos 41, Chargers 38.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot. Let's go. Black, 95.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Caught, nice game left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. To the air, Lance. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. We've set it down from 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. Over the screen to Hampton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead.
Los Angeles.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
45. Broncos 41.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Denver set to take the field on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he gets back to the line, but no more. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
At the 25-yard line.
Nix looking to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Makes the throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And that's Contact drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took it.
Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
Broncos 48, Chargers 45.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing his lands. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Pass left side. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chargers down by only 3. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Check pick.
Hampton gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Another try for them from the 11. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 50. Hut.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Hut. Set.
To throw. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. Black shot. 60 red.
Desperation time here. Catch made. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. this one up to about the 17-yard line. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down and actually just about button up this victory. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a look for Nix. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note, and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.